This is a drive I did through Missoula, Montana. And Missoula is often considered the sixth most dangerous city in the state of Montana. But by all accounts, anywhere else, it would be considered relatively safe. It has a population of around 79,000 that's been rising quickly. It's 86% white, 5% Hispanic, and 3% American Indian. The average age is around 34 and has a 47% home ownership, which is kind of low. The average income is around $42,000, and 46% of the people that live there were born in the state of Montana. 96% were native born, and they're showing 2% are considered non-citizens. They have 1 or 2 homicides a year, and the murder rates typically stay below 5. But since 2021, their assault rates are in the 500s, which is similar to Chicago. And prior to 2021, those numbers were much lower. Their theft rates go up and down from the upper 2000s to 4,500 per 100,000 people. Their violent crime is 71% higher than the national average, which is what I would call regular city bad. And their property crime is at 81%. Again, just regular city stuff. Their year-over-year crime is showing an increase, though, of 8%, which, if that continues, the city could go bad really fast. Your odds of becoming a victim of a violent crime is 1 in 158, of a property crime 1 in 29, and overall of any crime 1 in 24, which is fairly typical. The cost of living for goods and services is 10% better than the national average, but housing prices is 43% higher, which explains their low home ownership. The schools graduate 53% of the students being proficient at reading and math. The Montana average is 45%, and the U.S. average is 48%. So the city actually does pretty good as far as teaching their students. And 53%, it doesn't sound like a big number, but in America these days, 53% is huge. Anything basically that gets over 50%, you're doing really good in the city. 93% of the people that live there completed the 8th grade, and 92% completed high school. Both of those numbers are really good. I mean, people would like to think that, in America it should be close to 100%, but it's not. A lot of states, they're down in the 70% and low 80%. So Montana as a state is doing pretty good, and Missoula as a city is doing really good. So there's a good chance that the crime, even though the city is growing rapidly in population, there's a good chance that the crime doesn't get too out of control if they're at least teaching the kids, and the kids are able to get decent paying jobs and, not be living on the streets, breaking into houses and stuff. So I'm going to let the rest of this play out so you can get a good look at what I saw when I went to Missoula, Montana.